Welcome to the Energy Blueprint for Peak Human Potential. We're going to discover some hidden energy codes to unlock our 100% human potential. As we start to check in, my name is Pam Josifek. I am here from the state of Wisconsin, from Washington Island, Wisconsin, which is actually just a very small island where Wisconsin, it looks kind of like it has a thumb way up in the tip of that thumb. So we had a beautiful day here, so it's kind of nice. Was a little chilly, so I didn't realize I was getting this beautiful sunburn as I was out helping to clean up the island today. So let's get started as we're going with the energy blueprint again for peak human potential. So we're going to find ways to discover our hidden energy code, unlocking our potential. My name is Pam Josifek. I am an ERYT 500 yoga teacher as well as a continuing education provider. I'm a holistic health coach and owner of Green Frog Yoga. So we're going to start with introductions today, what to expect from today's webinar, and thinking about being present, open, and receptive to new ideas. We're going to cover what is energy, what blocks our energy, discover how you can use chi coils and frequency healing to help find that potential. So if you are ready to unlock your energy potential, please drop a note in the chat, have a little leaf on there, or any emoji that you would love to drop in the chat. Maybe a little fire for being on fire today. I do like to keep our webinars interactive, so if you have any questions along the way, feel free to put them into chat or into the question and answer box. I have both of them up on my screen, and I'll try to keep an eye on those as we go through. Oh, I love the emojis. Keep them coming. Okay, well, you're sending me your thoughts today on fire, some cactus, great emojis. I am a holistic health coach with a focus on energy balancing. I love to use meditation, sound, and frequency healing in my energy balancing. Also working on some vocal bioresonance, doing a little study in that area. I am certified by the AADP, board certified as a holistic health practitioner. And right now I'm also studying to go with my bachelor's, doctorate, and PhD through Quantum University. So working towards that doctor in natural health. So love to share what I'm finding along the way and on my journey. Again, right now I'm a yoga and meditation teacher. I also lead and I own a 200-hour yoga teacher training program, in addition to teaching strength training and Pilates. In my daytime job, I am also a middle school, high school math teacher. So for those of you who are teachers, I only have 9 more student days left for the year. So then I have all summer to be able to work in energy balancing. One thing to keep in mind, the products and information on this webinar are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease and have not been evaluated by the FDA. So your results may vary, and the testimonials that we have on here reflect personal experiences, not typical outcomes. So always consult with your healthcare provider if you have any medical concerns. So first, digging in, what is energy? Do me a favor in the chat. Give me your idea of what energy is. And how does energy affect our bodies? Thoughts on that? We are 100% energy or frequency. We are energy. Thank you, Tamara. Yes, we are energy. Every single cell in our body is a vibrational piece of energy. Life force, light vibration, yes. We have an aura around us that not only is it our body, but it extends beyond our body. So do you ever walk into a room and you can just feel your own internal energy shift? That is that entanglement between the energies between your body and other people in the room. So, as a person, you are more than biology. You are an individual energy field. And as your energy field, just like any energy or sound waves, goes up and down, even within a single minute or a single hour, it truly does affect our health, our mood. It affects our concentration and focus, and also our ability to manifest things in our life. So, as we're looking at energy, finding ways to balance it, our life becomes more fulfilled. So, we do have a hidden blueprint, and your energy blueprint includes your nervous system regulation. I've done a few other webinars that also talk about the entire chakras or our energy centers in our body. So, that is all part of our hidden blueprint. And our frequency, our energy affects how our organs work, how our mind works, and how we interact in society. There has been studies on the difference or the coherence between our heart and brain. In just taking moments of meditation or working with different frequencies, we can bring that heart and brain into coherence and find peace and also increase our potential, finding our abilities in our life, which then brings us to some frequency alignment. As our bodies need alignment in the frequencies, we find that we are happier, we're finding more of our potential and finding ways to manifest those things in our life that we are hoping to do, that we are wishing for. The more that we bring that alignment in and that frequency, the closer we get to achieving our dreams. So today we're going to talk about some unlocking of our frequencies to lead to our peak potential. But before we go there, think of things that block your energy. Stress. I'm sure nobody has any stress in their life, do they? That's kind of my little joke. We all have daily stressors in our life. And we all have some emotional ups and downs that can start to block our energy. Or another way to look at that is our energy being out of alignment, creating that stress and emotion. That can be a two-way street. Poor sleep. Is anybody out there experiencing poor sleep? I tend to see it in a lot of my yoga clients, a lot of my energy clients, is sleep is one of those uh, areas that tends to be a struggle. As I'm just looking here, I have, we all live with these devices of that give off EMFs and trying to find ways to balance these new energies. 5G came out, about 5 years ago, hitting the world, 5 to 10 years ago, hitting the world big as our bodies are trying to figure out how to balance and come back into balance after living in a world of 5G. And then also toxins in our daily lives. With as much prepared food as we have, different ways of eating out, even just in the clothing we wear, there are toxins out there. So that can block our energy. Okay. Yeah, so being on CPAP, yeah. So finding ways to work with your sleep. Hopefully, we can help with some frequencies to help balance their energy and see how that works with the CPAP. And also misalignment of our purpose. How many people really feel like you are maybe not on your right path in life or looking to do something more? Finding that potential. So if you're not following your life's purpose, it just may create stress and kind of block our energy. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about heart-brain coherence. So one of the goals in balancing our energy is to bring our heart and brain into coherence. When they are in sync, energy flows optimally. You can access calm, creativity, and healing when you find that connection between the heart and the brain. And it's also the foundation of the energy blueprint. Our heart actually stores memories. So there's been some research out there, and they've found people that have had heart transplants sometimes will have memories starting to come back to them that actually came from the person that the heart came from. So the heart is a pretty magical thing in our magical organ in our body that connects with the brain. And there is some coherence and some connection there that science is continuing to learn about. One of the reasons I like working with Chi Life and with frequency vibration is I truly believe that frequency and energy balance is the future for wellness. We're starting to figure out where quantum physics meets the ancient healing methodologies and all of the benefits that can be gained from there. And we have found specific sound and electromagnetic frequencies and places you can look at it as like energetic tuning forks. Think about how long tuning forks have been around. I don't have mine with me right now because I have my Chi coil instead, but generations and ancient healing was also based on sound. So as we're starting to bring that back into life, but bringing quantum physics with it and the ability to test and actually see some of this, the frequency and the vibration, how it affects our body. So one of the things that I wanted to do today was explore how you can do this at home, that you don't need a lot of, special equipment to do it. You have things like the Chi Coil and also the web app that we have for our frequencies. So I'm going to show you a couple of those today, but also introduce you to some of my favorite frequencies. So in our Chi Coil technology, it is frequency that is delivered to your biofield. So it is an area around your body and close to your body. And what happens is when we are delivering these frequencies, your body starts to then vibrate at that similar frequency. There was a study done years ago that they took like 50 pendulums that were all swinging at different rates. And over time, they would swing together. So as you look at that, that is what we are looking at here in using our vibration technology, is that if we are within the distance of our Chi coils, our body will start to vibrate at that same frequency also. So some at-home options we have, as you see here that I keep bringing up, I have the mini PEMF and Rife frequency Chi coil. You can do this one, and then there's another one that has two of these, which would give you can put one on either side, a yin and a yang version, to give you more of that frequency. My next one that I am looking to purchase, I keep going in between doing the Max Rife scalar system or going right to the Aura, which is over here on the right. So both of those are higher. They will cover further distances and give you more options. Like this mini Chi coil is more of a 1 and 2 dimensional frequency, where you can get into 3, 4, and 5 dimensionals with the 3S Rife, the Max Rife, and then the Auras. So a lot of technology is continuing to be discovered and more frequencies are coming out. My favorite frequencies that I've been using recently are the 528 Hertz. It's a DNA repair and transformation frequency. It really does help connect with the body. The next one is a 432 Hertz, kind of a cosmic frequency of life and nature. So it's bringing us back to an earth resonance frequency. On the days that I feel like my heart needs a little bit of balance and to try to bring out that transformation in my life, I look at the 639 Hertz heart-centered balance. And then when I really want to hit that higher, 100% higher potential, I move on to the 852 Hertz solfeggio frequency, the awakening higher consciousness. Any questions so far before I go on to a little bit more? Give you a minute to type any questions if you would like. And then I'm going to just show you a little bit more how my chi coil works. And I have a couple demonstrations here. So I am going to take the slideshow off. Let me stop that share. Or let's see, yep, we're going to go to computer audio. I'm going to do kind of two things here. First, I'm going to play one of the frequencies that I have on the computer audio so you can see it. And then I'm also going to be putting the same frequency on my chi coil. And I will show you how I can see that the chi coil is actually bringing that vibration out. So give me a thumbs up if you can hear this coming through your computer. Or give me a thumbs down or no if you cannot hear this one. Okay, great. How is the volume? Sometimes when I use my computer sound, volume can be too high. Volume looks looking good. Okay. So what happens is in my chi coil also, I just need to change my screen a little bit here. There we go. Okay, so I have my chi coil, and this is also going at that same frequency. Right now, this one is a more 14.1 hertz. It's more of a Schumann resonance that I'm playing. And if I put this here, do you see how that little ball in there is jumping around? Yeah, so that is the frequency coming through the chi coil. So right now I have it going in both places. I have the sound and I have it in the chi coil to give us a nice little boost in either of them. And then quickly check in our chat here. Sheila, yes, there are so many new technologies in the sound of frequency and vibration healing. It is. So you have asked a quick question here with advanced nutrition protocols to choose from. And you wanted to know, in my opinion, does chi coil replace them? Chi coil does have a lot of frequencies that can help in those same areas. So looking at those, there are different things that you can do with chi coils to balance your bodies without having to do other things like like supplements. You can balance with the chi coil. I like kind of finding a nice blend of all together, but frequencies are something that I use every night as I go to sleep. Some of my wins with my frequencies have been holding off on some dental surgery for about 6 months using the dental frequencies to help with the pain and bring the inflammation down. Working with frequencies to help balance me when I'm having a stressful day. And also I've been using the frequencies very frequently in my own meditation. So working on some of the higher consciousness and manifesting some more dreams in my life. All right, I am going to put let's keep that going in the background for now. What I would like to do next is work with a live meditation and frequency session. So the frequency that I am going to use in this session is the 528. That is the transformation and the DNA hertz. So looking at setting an intention to really activate your energy blueprint, getting down into your DNA, finding that passion, finding what it takes to energize you. Quickly make sure I don't have any more questions here before we get ready. Okay, and then Morgan, I will answer your question in the Q&A. I have not used the EE energy systems with the chi coil, or comparing the EE energy systems to the chi coil. I can do a little research and get back to you on the differences between those and let you know. Elvis, thank you for watching from YouTube. Hopefully we can find some frequencies for you to help you sleep better. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you are ready for a meditation and frequency session. Or a smile or a dream. Okay. So what we are going to do for the meditation is first find a place for you to sit comfortably or lie down. If you are driving or operating a vehicle, I would suggest probably pulling off to the side of the road. I wouldn't want to have you operate while you are doing a meditation. But otherwise, find a place to sit comfortably, lie down, and we're going to prepare it with the chi coil frequencies. And let me find my 528. Okay. So this is the 528. So start to set your intention, activate your energy blueprint, finding your human potential. And from here, gently close your eyes. Let your shoulders drop and soften your breath. Begin by tuning into the rhythm of your breath. As you inhale slowly through the nose, let the belly fill with air. Exhale out gently through the mouth or with a sigh. With every inhale, feel energy filling your body. And with every exhale, let go of tension, stress, or distractions. Now, begin to imagine a golden light at the base of your spine. With each breath, this light begins to rise upward, illuminating your energy centers. From the root at the base of your spine, to the sacral, to the solar plexus, to your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye, and all the way to the crown. As this energy rises, it activates your unique frequency code, your blueprint for optimal vitality and peak performance. Feel this golden energy swirl in your heart space. Breathe into your heart. Let this light expand outward, creating a field of radiant coherence. Gently bringing this awareness to the space between your eyebrows, your third eye. Visualize a beam of light connecting your heart to your mind, feeling that alignment within the body. Repeating silently to yourself, I am energy. I am coherent. I unlock my full potential. I am energy. I am coherent. I unlock my full potential. If you have other affirmations that you would like to say to yourself, repeat them to yourself at this time, or stick with these. I am energy. I am coherent. I unlock my full potential. Stay here in this peaceful alignment, letting yourself bathe in the 528 hertz frequency, receiving, trusting, and activating. I will give you some quiet time to let this frequency vibrate through your body, allowing yourself to work with your intentions, your affirmations that feel right to you. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back into the room, starting to move your fingers and your toes. Maybe letting the arms stretch out overhead. Taking in a slow, deep inhale. And exhaling out with a sigh. Using this time to scan through the body, just noticing how everything is feeling. Noticing whatever thoughts came up during the meditation. And when you are ready, open your eyes, bringing yourself back to the webinar. You've just activated your energy blueprint, the beginning to unlock your 100% human potential. So let's take this moment to go ahead and chat. Share, what did you feel? Were there any sensations, shifts, visions? Type in chat or take a moment if you have paper near you to journal about your experience through this meditation. And if you noticed, I did change some frequencies up at the middle and the end. I went from the 528 hertz to a little pineal gland activation frequency, and then ended with the Schumann resonance of the 7.83 hertz. So we kind of had a couple other frequencies put in there to enhance your experience. Oh, very interesting. The second frequency, the pineal, was pulsing and very sharp at first, but then you found that your body centered into that resonance. Thank you for sharing. And also with the 528 hertz, a clear path created throughout your chakras from the root all the way to the crown. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you for sharing. Also at the 528, I did both let me pull this back up again. I did a sawtooth rhythm that would go up and down, and then I also did a square sine pulse. So the vibrations were coming at a little bit different form for each one of them. Thank you for your clear path. Oh, Maury, I like the heart center and grounding. Thank you. Oh, interesting. So seeing yourself through someone else's eyes, thank you for sharing. What an interesting experience. Feel the frequency in your body just like electricity, and very interesting. All right, so coming from YouTube, so Captain Coffee, the meditation can help balance and help bring some mental clarity as you are working through cancer. So I do know out on our webpage, there is a section on different frequencies that can help balancing your energies when working with cancer. And some of those I used the cancer ones when I had some skin cancer issues last summer. So you can take a look at the website to see which ones that can help balance your energies or enhance your cancer treatment that is out there. Thank you, Elvis. A tingling sensation in your whole body. Thank you for sharing. Ooh, the electricity feeling. Oh, how interesting, Okana, sitting in the parking lot as they were backing out and saw your car through your own eyes. I've had experiences like that before where I've been sitting in a chair and I could visually see myself sitting in a chair, and that is the neatest experience. I love that meditation can bring that for you. You start to see the world in a whole different light when you can step back and look at yourself. Yes. So ways that I wanted to share that you can integrate and you can explore your energy on a daily basis. This is a start to unlocking your human potential, but tips that you can integrate chi coils or frequencies in your daily life. You can start the day with a 528 hertz to help bring some clarity. The ones that I have here run for about 5 minutes. So it's a great way to start the day. You can use the chi coils or the aura or the max s. Either these are portable. You can take them with you. I have a little frequency here. I actually have this set up where I have it hooked into a cell phone. And you can take it on your walks. You can set it next to a yoga mat and a meditation mat, or even if you are just getting ready in the morning, setting it next to you eating breakfast. If I need emotional balance, trying to find my 639 hertz to help ground me as I link that in with my breathing. And then winding down at night to some of those Schumann resonances, some of those Schumann frequencies. We can shortly. And Kay, I think we are probably ready to um, bring them in. So if they have questions they want to ask, we can give them an opportunity to come off mute or to even show their screen. But keeping in mind your energy is your superpower. Stay connected to Chi Coil for future events. There are some wonderful webinars that come up every month, and questions, feel free to reach out. My personal email is there, and that is linked to the Chi Life store, and I will also put that in chat. So let me see what questions we have coming up. Is there a particular scalar frequency or any program you can leave running all day to neutralize EMFs? We do have a program, a scalar program that you can run in the background. Let me look this up. Let me look that up, Sheila, and see what I have for you again while I continue to answer questions. Yes, and Morgan, I know you had asked a question about EE energy systems earlier. If you want to, you can connect with me and I can do, I know I looked at EE energy systems back when I first started. I don't remember what the exact comparisons were. Oh, and Morgan, you have the double mini chi coil without sound? Right. So you should, so having the double chi coil, I wish when I first bought it, I had bought the double versus the first one, because as I move around, like a lot of times I'll like to use it as I'm falling asleep at night. I would love to have one on both sides of me because I feel like I would have more opportunity to have more of that frequency around. For myself, here's what's interesting for myself when it comes to the sound versus the vibration without sound. I personally like the sound in addition to the vibration, except for with some of the rife frequencies, they can be a little high pitched. So those are the ones that I prefer to have just the vibration, and the sound is not as comforting as the 528, the pineal gland, and the Hertz frequent and the Schumann resonance. And I'm trying to find your answer on EMFs right now. Oh, very interesting. I love that, Captain Coffee, that you can feel a vibration throughout your whole body, and especially when you inhale. Okay, yes, try having each of the chi coils on either side. I think that can really help bring that vibration into the body. Sheila, from my understanding, when you disconnect the chi coils from the amp box, yes, they will hold that frequency for a period of time. I do not know how long that period of time is, but it will still be emitting frequencies for a while after they are unplugged. And I know I have read how much time after they're unplugged, Sheila, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. So what I see as I'm doing some research concerning the EMFs and EMF protection is that, yes, you could use the frequencies and carrying them around to help neutralize EMFs, and especially the scalar frequencies. I am going to continue to look that up a little bit more to see, but you can also buy, and I know that we have some of those in the store, different pendants in that too that you can wear around to help. And I'm just looking here, I'm trying to pull one of my pendants that I have. Let's see, that I just kind of keep near my computers to help eliminate the frequency. So this is, like a little pendant that you can have to carry around too. So those are nice to help block those EMFs. Karen, does it make a significant difference when you place yourself with the chi coil aura tap? So do you have a chi coil aura, Karen? Okay. So I do know that the aura has a very strong radius. What I do not know is if it matters where within that radius you are at. That one I can write down, and if you would like to connect with me, I can find the answer to that. Um, I said that one is on my list to purchase in the near future, but I do not have it yet. But I do know someone who recently purchased it that I could ask the question of. Okay, so you've had it active for about 2 weeks and you're still learning to use it. Very interesting. What is your favorite frequency to use with the aura right now? Okay, you're letting friends and family pick what they're interested in. Okay. Well, and the interesting thing about frequencies is depending on what's happening in your life, there is probably something different that you need every single day. So that is the nice thing about having a range of frequencies to choose from, is that depending on what you need for the day will depend on what you listen to or vibrate or feel. When my husband uses my chi coil versus me, I have a whole different list of frequencies, more to help him relax and to build strength, versus mine is more emotional stress and finding some manifestation. So other questions that people have or thoughts? So while I'm on, as we're starting to look, we have about 3 minutes left of this webinar today. What are some topics that you would love to see webinars on in the future? Ooh, the Abundance Ultimate. I like that too. Oh, and Sheila, so is that a frequency you're listening to right now? Is the Abundance Ultimate? Wonderful. How long have you been using that one? Ooh, very nice. And I like how you say it goes far beyond money. Is it about finding, so are you you're finding abundance in everything that you're doing in your life? Oh, changing your concept of wealth in many areas. Yes. Overcoming those limiting beliefs that we have grown up with takes time. Yes. But it is so special every time we conquer one of those living beliefs and changing our concept of wealth and what we can do with our life. Just where we fit in the whole matrix is so exciting to find. Does anybody have anything else? Like I have done some in the past of finding your spring renewal, of chakra balancing and meditation, and this one on finding your human potential. Any other ideas or anything else that you would like to see in a webinar? I can share a little bit of my story of my skin cancer on my face. I had a skin cancer node underneath my eye last summer. I had it in for the biopsy and they wanted to send me in for a Mohs procedure to take more. And from that time, I did two things. I started using my chi coils, and also I had a terahertz wand. And between the chi coils and the terahertz wand, I canceled my Mohs appointment to have further items removed. And now if you look at my face, there is absolutely nothing there, barely even a scar from the biopsy. So I do believe our mind and our body can take care of itself. So thank everyone for being here. If you have my contact information, you know how to get onto our website. If you have any other questions, please let us know. We are here to help you, and I appreciate you for being here. I hope to see you in one of my upcoming webinars. Thank you so much. And from my yoga background, namaste. Thank you.